Hi everyone, and welcome to the weekly reading for this week. So before I get started, I do want to make several little announcements. So announcement number one, on Wednesdays, I do a spiritual discussion on a group called Love and Light. And we just discuss a myriad of different things based on the spiritual principles of A Course in Miracles. And I also have a friend of mine, his name is Alex, and he is also going to be doing Wisdom Wednesdays, and he does it actually at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, while I do mine at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that way you can really get two different perceptions of wisdom on Wednesdays. Then the other announcement I want to make is if you have a podcast, a radio show, you like to do Google Hangouts and interview people or Facebook Lives and interview people, I'm super interested to do so because I really want to spread the message of the Course, which is all about forgiveness. And I really want to start spreading that message farther and farther out. All right, so those are my little announcements, and now let's get to the reading. So for this week, I chose from the, I totally forgot the name of the deck there for a second. I chose from the Frequency Tarot, the Oracle of the Angels, and the Loving Messages from Jesus. So our first card is from the Frequency Tarot, and it is the Alignment card. It is the card number 4. And this card is really asking us to align with our truth, to come into alignment with our source within, and to release any resistance from that. And then our next card is from the same deck, and it is actually the Truth card. And so the Course in Miracles says that there are 4 laws of chaos. The first law of chaos is that we believe that there are many different truths, when in fact there is only one truth, that love is the only thing that is real, that you are a divine being of love and light, and just really start aligning with that. And one of the best ways to really align with, spirit, and so that way your day is effortless, easy, and it flows, is number 1, decide the type of day that you would have. And the Course in Miracles even says, decide the type of day you would have. And so what that simply means to do is to align and say, first, let's come up, what kind of day do you want to have? Do you want to have a happy day? Do you want to have a joyful day? Do you want to have a peaceful day? Do you want to have a radiant day? What kind of day do you want to have? And then simply say, Spirit, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to whom? And that way you are automatically coming into alignment with the truth of who you are, because you're asking Spirit what it wants you to do for that day. Now, our next one actually comes from the Oracle of the Angels, and it is the Growing card. So that is number 17. So let's look at number 17, and it says, each day I nourish myself with the light in order to grow in divinity. I am here to learn and to grow at a soul level. I find my balance between material and spiritual worlds, and I free myself from inner conflict. So what this is really asking us to do is, if there's any resistance that comes up in the way of having a peaceful day, having a joyful day, let's look at that resistance, let's release it so that we can grow, so that we can learn what lesson may be coming up for you as you are doing this, as you are going throughout your day saying, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to whom? And then we have 2 cards from the Loving Messages from Jesus deck, which is, the first one is, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Now, this card is simply saying, God wants to give you the best day ever. Don't fear that, somehow you are unworthy, which really brings us back to our Growing card, and says, don't fear the kingdom. Don't fear that you're not worthy. Don't fear that you're not good enough, because you are the light of the world. You are God's only, child, in whatever way you want to look at that. And if you want to come into alignment with that truth within yourself, which let me tell you, if you come into alignment with that truth, your life just flows with ease and grace. And it's so easy just by deciding the type of day that you would have and then saying, Spirit, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to whom? All right? And your day will just be easy. It'll flow. Now, there may be some resistance, and that's where, the growing comes in. Is okay, I'm having some resistance here. Once again, Spirit, what would you have me do? Show me how. Show me how to get through this resistance. I don't know how, so please show me how. All right? So that is your guidance for this week, and I send you all my love.